Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me already, my name's Lizzie. I am a surface pattern designer, so I design patterns. You can actually see one of my notebooks just there and a card just there from the same design. It's called Carnival if you're interested. But basically I design patterns that go on notebooks. I illustrate cards, wrapping paper, other products like tea towels and pouches and trays and all of that kind of thing. And I'm also a coach. So I coach other designer makers in building businesses that they love, where they're able to make the kind of money that they actually want to be making. So this video is a little bit of a departure for me because on my YouTube channel, the vast majority of content here is sharing my experience as a mum working from home. This is my studio that we're in now. It's also the living room. But my experience, I've got quite a lot of like pregnancy stuff. I'm pregnant at the moment. I've already got a son called Constantin who's 4. I've been sharing lots about our home and how we're updating our home and kind of vlogs, behind the scenes, stuff like that. But with this video, what I want to do is actually offer you some examples of limiting beliefs and stories that we tell ourselves as designer makers that are messing up our money mindset and really stopping us from progressing. So a few years ago, I started working on my money mindset. It's been a major thing for me. I have built various different things around it. So it's a big theme in how I support my clients. And I even have a course about money mindset. And I'm particularly passionate about money mindset for creatives, for designer makers. And so I wanted to talk to you today a little bit about 3 different things that could be coming up for you as a designer maker that's holding you back in your money mindset and stopping you from earning the kind of money that you want to. So I'm going to talk about 3 different stories. The first one I call the struggling artist. So I hope some of these resonate with you and are useful. Please let me know in the comments. But basically, the struggling artist is, I love what I do. I have chosen this life of being creative and getting to make beauty, so I can't expect to earn money. It's an either or situation. I am struggling because I am artistic and creative rather than selling my soul to and doing a corporate job or going through a more traditional path that has a specific salary where a boss pays you and you expect to earn a certain amount. I have chosen the life of being a creative person, and I am so happy in that because I get to love what I do, but I can't expect to make money. You can't have both. That would be asking too much. And there is this story around there being honor in that, like it's honorable to choose what you love and not be worldly and want all of this money. Can you see how limiting that is? Like there is absolutely no reason why you can't be a creative person, you can't be an artist, you can't be a designer or maker and make perfectly good money, like good money. Obviously there are examples of big artists, people who win the Turner Prize and things like that, who make a lot of money. But there are also plenty of people out there who run their own creative businesses, design their own work, and are a success and earn good money. Is there something even in the word success for you that is uncomfortable? Would it be selling out to be successful? And I'm talking about all of this in a really particular way because I want you to notice the things that ring true for you, that are stories that you are telling yourself. But I also want to reassure you that it's not just that you're telling yourself that. This is what we've been sold. Like this is what we are fed. This is what it suits the world to tell us, and the stories that are out there and that get kind of compounded over and over and over again. And it's your job to unpack those limiting beliefs and rewrite them so that they can get out of your way and that you can move forward without holding on to these things. The question I would ask you is it really true? Unpack it. Is it really true? There's so much that we just think subconsciously that isn't true, that goes completely unchecked, that massively impacts how we live our lives. So that's That's number one, the struggling artist. Is that somewhere that is that a category that you put yourself? Can you see how unnecessarily limiting those beliefs are? You can absolutely love what you do and earn lots of money doing it at the same time. And there is absolute honor in that too. So that's one, the struggling artist. The second story that I want to talk to you about is the Scatty artist, or the Scatty designer or maker. So do you believe that you would know what to do with the money? Are you good at looking after your money? Are you good at the admin that comes along with running your own creative business? Do you know your numbers? Or do you feel like because you're a creative person, you're not good at business? So you can be creative and artistic and a bit scatty and a bit all over the place, but that makes it exciting. It's a bit scrappy. Or there are people in suits who are good at business and numbers and finance and being organized, and that's kind of a bit boring and not really what a creative person is like. So you could get to a stage where you're actually telling yourself money isn't safe with you, like money isn't safe in your hands, you don't know what to do with it. Or as more money came in, it would be more work to manage it. Like you don't want to get to a point that you have to be VAT registered, or also sorting out your tax, all of those sorts of things. Like that's kind of scary and uncomfortable and grown up, and you just want to do the fun stuff and be a creative, and it's not you, you're not good at that stuff. Can you see how you're basically telling yourself and the world, the universe, however you want to put it, that money isn't safe in your hands, you don't know what to do with it? It would actually create more work for you if you were earning more money. Is that a story perhaps that is coming up for you, that is limiting you in moving forward? It's definitely a story that we're sold a lot, that as creative people, we're kind of scatty and scrappy and artistic, but not so good at the other stuff. I'm really good at both, thanks. I don't need a story that tells me I can only do one and not the other. And even if you do feel like you can only do one and not the other, you can absolutely learn it. And there is so much out there now. There's so many bits of really great software that's super easy to use and really kind of coherent and supports you in doing what you need to do. Also, if you just could get out of the way of that bit, unpack that, work out what's really true, then you can earn enough money to just pay an accountant to do it all for you. You don't have to worry about it. It doesn't need to be your job. So you can actually, if you want to go about it that way, end up in a situation where you're just doing the bits that you're good at and you're paying other people to do the bits that you're not good at. And that's great. That's an option. So don't let this kind of story of being a scatty, artistic, creative person who's not good with money actually get in the way of you making money. It's a really limiting story that we can tell ourselves, having had that kind of put upon us in the world. And the third one that I wanted to talk to you about was being a kind artist or designer. And this kindness, this one is all relating to pricing and how you price your work. And also it's very wrapped up in your worth as well. So there's kind of two prongs to this one. Do you feel like if you make your work really reasonably priced, is a term that comes up, but basically undercharging for what you do you feel like that makes you kind? Is that you being a good person to offer your work for a very small amount? Is that a story that comes up for you? Do you get wrapped up in the price of your work and think that the value and the worth is somehow connected to you? You are completely priceless. You are a human. You are not a commodity. Your worth is huge, and what you do for a living is completely irrelevant to that. One, let me just tell you that. Please know that. I hope you already know that. But when it comes to pricing your work, charging less than you feel like you really would like for it, that's not kind. There's not a kindness in that. Are you somebody who looks at what other people are charging and think, oh, I couldn't charge that? Maybe you even think, oh, that's a bit kind of arrogant or greedy for them to want that much money for that. As my wonderful coach Ray Dodd would say, the price is the price is the price. The price is just the price. Yeah? Do you have a belief that there aren't enough people out there who can afford to pay what you really want to charge? Or do you feel like you actually wrap yourself up in not so much deciding what the price is, that you never actually price it, and then you never actually sell it? You never show the work because it doesn't have a price. You just sit on it and you're like, I can't deal with this, I can't deal with this. Or maybe you feel like you can't trust your customers to choose for themselves. Maybe you think you're manipulating them. Because obviously it's not a good sales strategy to not ever tell anyone the price of your work, to be showing up on Instagram and showing little pictures of what you're up to, but never selling, never actually saying, this is how much this costs, this is where you can go to buy it. If you're not doing that, can you see, how would people even know how to buy your stuff or spend money with you? But I'm going to go back for a second to that term I used of sales strategy. It wouldn't be a good sales strategy to do that. Do you even feel comfortable with that expression? Maybe a sales strategy sounds manipulative to you. So I want to ask you, do you believe that in telling people about your work, showing them your work, telling them the price, letting them know where they can buy it, is that manipulating people? Do you feel like that's manipulating them, and that actually the people who love your work and who are watching can't know for themselves like what they like and what they want to buy and how much they can afford? Is that a story that you're telling yourself, that actually it would be manipulative of you to show your work and sell? Can you see that's kind of bonkers? You're not manipulating anyone to show up and say, here's my work, I hope you like it, this is how much it is, this is where you can buy it. It's really simple. And I think that we can be made to feel like, because it's in some ways a different process from being employed in a different way, maybe it feels more visible, the selling and the buying, like how you earn your money. Maybe it makes you feel like you have to be more visible, and that's part of what's uncomfortable to you. But can you see how with these three stories that we're told and we tell ourselves, we are completely limiting our ability to make money? These are money mindset things that are in there, stories and limiting beliefs that are stopping us from progressing and just loving what we do and earning good money doing what we do. So I really, really encourage you to sit down and unpack some of these stories. I don't know if you have already done work in money mindset, you already realize that there are these things going on and this is a refresher, or if this is completely new to you and you're like, wow, okay, I didn't really know that was going on in my head. Or maybe you've just heard one or two of these and thought, oh gosh, that's me, yeah, I need to do a bit of work on that. So let me tell you about 2 ways that I can help further that you can do that. I've actually got a free workbook called 5 Ways to Uplevel Your Money Mindset Today. And that is basically like a journaling prompt. So I'll put a link to it in the description and you can download it. And basically you should just sit down with a notebook and a pen and a cup of tea or a glass of water and work through the different stages and write out, basically, it will take you through step by step. But the starting point is being really aware about our thoughts and words and unpacking these limiting beliefs. So I'll point you in that direction if that feels like a good start of something you'd like to do next. And as I say, it's completely free. If you're like, okay, I've known that I've needed to do this, this is so ringing true, I need to dive in and just get this sorted because I want to start making money, I want to grow my business, I want this to be different, and I need more than just a workbook, then I do have a course called Money Mindset for Designer Makers. It's an online course. It's ready to go now. It's video and workbook based. You can work through it in your own time. It's £195, so it's an investment, but it won't break the bank for a lot of people. Various different clients of mine have said that they made the money back very quickly. Some have even said that they intentionally made the money and set themselves a target of making that much money so that they could do it. You also then get to be part of this wonderful community of designer makers who are wanting to up-level and develop their money mindset. And basically what I'm passionate about is supporting people in building freedom businesses. That's what I want for you. I want you to have a business where you get to work as much or as little as you want. You get to work on exactly the things that fill you up and that you love and you'd basically do for free anyway, and that you get paid the proper good money that you need and that you want, that feels great in doing that. That's what I want for you. That's what I'm building for myself. So I hope this has been helpful. Thank you for watching. Do subscribe if you'd like more videos like this, and actually like and give it a thumbs up or comment if you'd like more videos like this, because as I said at the beginning, this is a bit of a departure for me. So if you'd like more of this sort of thing, I've got lots that I can share with you, lots of prompts, lots of ideas, lots of these sorts of things that I hope will help. So as I say, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, reach out. It'll be great to hear from you.